Hi guys, I'm sorry I look like heck and I'm not even using my camera. I'm using my phone, so I look like not that great. But it matches how I'm feeling right now. Two things. I have laryngitis. Yay, Jody. But that's just the icing on the cake. Last night, at the end of a beautiful day, as you know, I started having like severe spine pain. And that's like nothing unusual, right? Let me take a drink real quick, see if I can clear this up a bit. Sorry about that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, spine pain is nothing new. But this time, and numbness in my toes and feet are nothing new. But pain and numbness in my legs and feet and toes and spine all together at one time, it kind of felt like they were, like it was coordinated, like it was like it started in the spine and it moved down to the legs, down to the feet, and down to the toes, where normally it would be like my spine hurts, yeah, okay, but my toes go to sleep and then they start hurting. But there's no apparent connection between the pain in my spine and the neuropathy and the nerve damage in my toes, because I know that's from chemotherapy, right? At least that's what I've been told, and I'm sure that it is very common with a specific chemotherapy that I had, Taxol. But this time, it's like it's hard to think because I'm in pain, so I've got pain medicine in me that makes me totally dopey, and I apologize for that. But I wanted to get a video out because I knew you guys would worry if you didn't see a video from me today. And I knew I would get a lot of questions, and I'm just not up to answering a whole bunch of individual questions. That's why I figured if I could just get enough strength to put out a video, then it would kind of answer everybody's worries at one time. So there you have it. So anyway, sorry, I don't want to drop the camera or the phone. This time it's like the pain started in my spine and then it shot down through my spine to my legs, and then my legs started to go numb, and I could still feel my feet and I could still feel my toes, which is completely different than the norm. So I started feeling like panicky. You know, I felt like, oh my gosh, are my legs gonna go numb? Did the tumor move? Because I know that's always a concern. That's always a very real possibility. And I know that The doctors have been very concerned about that, in the past. So that thought, of course, was like, right, boom, popped up in my head. So I sat down thinking that if I took pressure off my spine, the weight off my spine, that would take the pressure and the numbness out of my legs, which it didn't. In fact, in addition to the numbness in my legs, my toes went numb. The neuropathy in my toes, just like the needle pins and just the pain, the severe pain that you get with neuropathy. But that was there. The spine pain appeared to be different, and the leg numbness appeared to be different than the neuropathy. So that's what concerned me. So I went ahead and I put a call in to the doctor, and hold on, sorry. Sparkling water. Yay. Anyway, it didn't take long for the doctor to get back to me. It was just like that. And then she said that I needed to talk to the neurologist. That's the guy that does the spine pain and all that, or the spine diagnosis and all that good stuff. So I waited, and he called me back, and I've only spoken to him like maybe a handful of times in the last 4 years. So I don't really have like a huge confidence in him, because I just don't know him. I mean, So anyway, he called and he asked me some very, very specific questions, about where the pain is, how did it come on, how does it feel like a pinching, does it feel like a stabbing, all that kind of stuff. And then he asked about, and this really freaked me out, he asked me about my bowels, if I had a hard time holding my bowels. And I was like, nope. I've never, no. And he's like, okay, that's good. And I was like, what the heck was that about? I didn't have a clue. I Googled it after, though. Then I knew, but I'm glad I didn't know at the time. Okay, so asked me that question. Asked me if I could touch my legs and feel my finger on my leg, or if it felt like, how you feel like a dead finger, like when you, I don't know, when you have your finger a certain way and you feel it, feels like you're touching someone else's finger. He asked me if it felt like that, or if it felt like normal. And felt like normal. So he said, good. So I was thinking, okay, getting some goods here. This has got to be good, So he asked a whole bunch of questions about my diagnosis, what year I was diagnosed. He didn't have the scans in front of him to see what my last placement, like where the tumor had migrated to. He just had it in writing, but he wanted to see it, for himself. So he said that he'd have to get back to me tomorrow, which is today, because I called him yesterday. And I waited all day, and I was stressed out, worried. And he finally got a hold of me, and he said that he couldn't really get a clear view from the way they took it, and he wanted to do a MRI, another MRI of my spine. Just, Doggy just heard something. That's interesting, because Ray's at church tonight. At least I thought he was. Maybe he's coming home. Anyway, so he wants to get a second look. So he called me back today, and he said that the MRI was inconclusive, and he wants me, backtrack, sorry. My mind is so not clear. Okay, so he wanted to look at my MRIs that I'd already had taken last time, because he didn't have that in front of him. So he looked at that, and he said he couldn't get a clear what he wanted to see. He wanted to see what was going on now, not what was going on back then. Makes sense. So he scheduled me, or he put an order in for me to go in for a new MRI of my spine so he could take a second look. And that's where we are. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm okay. I'm just resting up. I'm feeling, other than my voice, my spine is feeling like way better. Of course, I'm totally loaded up on some good morphine. So, tomorrow will really be the test when I start lowering the dose again to see where I'm really at with the pain. But I can tell you this, my legs are no longer numb. I can feel them. My neuropathy in my feet woke me up in the middle of the night. Still there, but that's really nothing new. So I don't really know what to think. I know what I'm thinking, the fears in my head. I'm thinking, crap, am I going to lose the function in my legs? Am I going to be able to continue to walk? Am I going to start feeling weakness? All the things that I knew that were coming down the pipe for me, I started panicking that they were happening now. But right now, no numbness. Pain's better. And the doctor did say it could be just absolutely nothing other than I did too much, lifted something wrong. And now that I just said that, I just thought, Ray and I have been moving furniture all around. Last night, we got our new table that goes in back of the, couch. And I started moving it by myself. And my husband's like, no. And I actually did move it by myself. And it's pretty dang heavy. So he's right, it could just be that. So anyway, I didn't want to leave you without a video. So this is it. And I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to throw it up here. So that's it. I'm going to go now because I'm just like totally thirsty, because the morphine makes me super thirsty. So I am going to say thank you for all your prayers, and I will keep in touch with you and let you know what's going on. And most likely I'll have a video up on Sunday as usual. So this is Too Cute for Cancer signing off. Whoa, I almost dropped it. Too Cute for Cancer signing off again.